Growing up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in
Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key to tight end.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Bryce Love with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Rivers. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll get it down here to the 43. He's the guy, Mike Williams, that the Chargers took 7th overall a couple of years ago. Battled injuries as a rookie, but in full health last year, he caught 43 passes with a knack of really finding the end zone. 10 of those 43 catches went for touchdowns. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's taken down inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Double time, guys, double time.
Hey, White 90. White 90.
58, right over there, right over there.
Play action now. Rivers. Intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores. And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
At the 16-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
In your face.
They go play action. Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Love.
Last stop. Last stop.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Check 26, check 26.
Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
Kill.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Rivers. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Chargers.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so. He rifles one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
12. Wait!
From the gun, Rivers. Benjamin's got it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
4 yards the pickup, first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters.
Solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the 29, Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Rivers now. And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
John Brown set to kick off.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Rivers. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlled.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
44 is the mic. 44. Hey, echo. Hey, tight. 44 is the mic.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Caught by Allen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down.
First down.
don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play. First down. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Lock in, lock in. 4 down, check.
Trying to toss play to Love. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 for him on the year. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now Benjamin. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Around the NFL, third quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. And the Seahawks scoring there to extend their lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got it to Williams. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Bert?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Undercross. Red Delta! Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 49, check 49, check. Keep it skinny. He's checking. Hey, Rocket. Watch out. 36.
Rivers. Got his man. It's Williams. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Running on first down, Eckler. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be taken about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And teams have a tough time running the ball as this one has throughout this game. It's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Trubisky, the screen pass here to Cohen. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there at 22. Trubisky now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Alert, 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 alert. Here we go. Here we go. Protein spill. 10. Kill, 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 kill.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Phillip Rivers, no stranger to fourth-quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt. On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers, he's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Okay, called me an admirer right here. How about the touch on that throw?
I like the timing catches, the short ones, but those rainbows that drop right in the bucket, something pretty about them.
Really is, and let's face it, we always talk about arm strength. We love the guys who can twerk through the car wash and the ball comes out dry. But those guys with touch.
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Vontez perfect in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Delta! 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Come on. You better bring
Throwing on second and long. Rivers. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check girls, check girls, check girls.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day, offense.
Now it's Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon.
Stay there. 190. Right there. Hey, watch your leg.
First down, Rivers. He completes it to Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
218. White, 89.
Rivers hands off to Eckler. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Get round 80. Black 15. Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it. Red Delta. 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. Check. Keep it skinny. 58, boys. 58. 58's Mike. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Hey, we got 300.
On 2nd down, to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Trying to lay one up deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect